This is number 2 from the 8 Gastoldi duos. We're going to look at the treble part, short and sweet, but plenty to think about. So B flat in the key signature. It would be a good guess when you're sight reading to start that in half position because you're likely to need F natural and B flat. So start it in half with a third finger, tip of the bow. Here, I would finger that 1, 2, 4, just because I don't think that top D is, I know it's the top of the phrase, but I don't think it's a kind of triumphant, we made it to the top of the phrase type note. You could play an open string. I just find that a bit excessive. It's a bit more subtle, isn't it? And then here we are in first position for the F. Bowing wise, I considered in bar 3 going back to being on a forward bow and playing as though it was 2 upbeats to here. Up, up, 1. And that would have worked nicely until we get here, where a note that is at the bottom of the phrase, I think not important, would have come that way round. And then the most important, it just feels backwards. So I decided against it. So bar 3, I started on a back bow. But I do think you need that feeling of 2 upbeats and 1, 2, 3. And the first of those long Gs, plenty of sound, plenty of bow, but the second one, it's just the resolution. So don't worry about it too much. From the top then, shall we try that together? At the tip, not too quick. So we'll go 1 and 2 and... I'll go on. I'm not going to bother to retake. I'm going to use this dotted crotchet to get back to the tip. I'm going to chordal finger those. The C with a 3, the G with a 2, and then bar the B flat to the F. And that same fingering as before. 1, 2, 4. This is backwards, which is a bit of a shame. But this is great. You win some, you lose some. It depends a bit what speed you're going to take this at. If you're going to go nice and steady, then there's plenty of time. There are rests and plenty of space between phrases to do lots of tucking and resetting. If you're going to kind of bowl through it a bit, there just isn't time for all the faffing about. So occasionally stuff is going to be backwards, but generally what happens is that you get yourself down to one end of the bow and then there's a nice convenient long note that gets you back again and another bit will be the right way round. So we will make the occasional correction, but generally I would just go for the shape of the phrase and not worry overly much about which direction your bow is going in. I don't mean that it doesn't matter, I just mean don't get hung up about it. So this is from, let's look from 9. And it starts, if we're following our principle of not always correcting things, it's going to start on a forward bow. Nicely at the tip. Let's go on. This needs to be in first position or you're going to run out of fingers. 3 for the G. Leaves you a 4 for the A at the top. So you're in first position, 3, 4, and then I think that's all right, isn't it, from there? Should we try the end of 18? It's going to be a forward bow. Yeah, it's going to be a forward bow after 2. 1 and 2. It's another one of those triples, isn't it? At the end of 20. And 1, 2, 3. Now I think I would start this forward. And I'd play the E on the C string. And I'd play this forward. Because it brings everything out the right way to the end. So this is from 23. Let's start at the tip, and we're going to play the E on the C string. And 1. Forward bow and 1, 2, 3. Strong and weaker to finish. Should we play the whole treble part from the top? I'll count you a bar in, starting at the tip, in half position but ready to stretch out in the second bar. 1 and 2 and... All changed then. I'm going to play the tenor part and leave you to it on the treble part. The only problem with that is that you start and I can't hear you. So I'm going to count you in. Let's go steadily to start with, and then we'll do it a second time a bit quicker. I'm going to count really deliberately and then try very hard to count an accurate bar and a half whilst imagining you playing. Here we go then. 1 and 2 and... and sweet. I think it should go a bit quicker. So that's your new minim. Just think about it for a minute. And this time I'll count you 2 bars in because it's always quite difficult to change speed. Here we go then, from the top. 1, 2, 1, 2.